Hey everyone, it's Stephanie from TIGP here with another DIY Wednesday. I am going to show you today how to make scrunchies. I feel like I can never find one when I need it, so I'm going to learn how to make my own because I seem to get them and then lose them, so it seems like a good thing for me to make. Hopefully you'll get inspired to make some for yourself. What I've done is I've taken this really nice yellow fabric and I'm going to measure out 24 inches long by 3.5 inches wide. I'm going to cut that now, after it's been pressed and everything. Measure this out, cut it out, and I'll show you what that looks like on the other side. So here what we're going to do is we folded the fabric in half so that we only have to cut once at 12 inches rather than once at 24 inches. That leaves more room for a jagged edge, which I don't think it's going to matter, but just to be on the safe side. 12 inches long here because it's doubled, right? And then what we're going to do is measure 3.5 inches wide. Make the line so that it's clear, and then we'll just go ahead and cut. Here what we're going to do, just take a 2-inch, we've made a 2-inch mark here, and we're going to fold it and press it, and that will be our seam allowance, which we'll explain later. But on both sides, do at the 2-inch sort of mark there, just fold that down on both sides at both ends. So I've just pinned these at the 2-inch mark. I've pinned to make sure that I don't go past this line. I'm only going to sew, when I sew, fold this together so the right sides are on the inside here. I'm going to sew on the outside. I'm not going to sew past this pin mark here. So here we are back at the sewing machine. I've positioned my presser foot just on the outside of the fabric. I want as little seam allowance as possible. So I'm going to have my presser foot follow the edge of the fabric here. Kept my 2 inches out there, and I'm going to just go ahead and start sewing. But also I'm going to do a back stitch to make sure that that's in there, and then away we go. So this is all sewn up. We have our tube all sewed up on the side here, leaving the 2 inches at the top, 2 inches at the bottom. What I'm going to do is turn this right side out. I'm going to safety pin this and then just turn it right out. Is the tricky part. So I've put the safety pin on the far end and I'm trying to fish it through. Don't give up because it is coming, and I want this to turn out. I want this to turn right side out. Is it going to work? Don't know. I don't know. Here. It's coming, it's coming. Don't give up. Ooh. There, finally, we've got it. Turned right side out. With these 2-inch pieces that we've left at the ends, I'm going to join them and pin them before I put in the elastic. So here we've got the 2 ends pinned together. What I'm going to do is sew them together using the same seam allowance. So just putting my presser foot right to the edge here. I'm going to make sure that all of these things are clearly put together. All of the ends are tucked in. start again. Press your foot down and stitch, and then back stitch a bit. Making sure it's nice and tidy. Come to the back again, right back stitch, and then stitch right through. So here our tube is looking more like a scrunchie now. Now that this has been sewn, it closes right up. Okay, but first we have to thread our elastic. So this is that 6.5 inch elastic, 3/8 of an inch to be exact. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it to the inside and then thread it through so that that's inside. Okay, we're so close to the edge here. We're so almost done. So holding these two pieces of elastic together, I have to sew them. So again, press your foot down. I'm gonna go real slow because I want to make sure that they don't fly right off the edge. Come on, there you go. And then I'm gonna back stitch again. Perfect. Okay, put this off. So my elastic is fully joined. Now I'm just going to tuck those in. Actually, I'll cut these first. And then I'm going to put these edges back together and just go ahead and sew that right up. Press your foot down. Go slow. I'm going to back stitch that. Make sure I got it all in. Don't worry about these edges because I think you won't even know once it's all scrunched up. You won't even see those because here, there's your scrunchie. And then it's time to test out your work. Happy Wednesday.